What makes a country truly great to live in? Is it safety, healthcare, or work-life balance? Today, we're ranking the top 10 countries with the best quality of life in 2025, based on hard data, from healthcare access to happiness indexes. Spoiler, the number one pick might shock you. Starting our countdown at number 10, Austria. This Alpine nation scores big in work-life balance. Austrians work just 1,363 hours annually, far below the OECD average of 1,752. Vienna, ranked first in Mercer's 2024 Quality of Living Index, offers subsidized housing and world-class public transit. But Austria isn't perfect. High taxes, 42.5% average income tax, and an aging population pose challenges. Still, with 94% of residents saying they're satisfied with their health care according to OECD data, Austria earns its spot in the top 10 countries with the best quality of life in 2025. Next, we head north to a country where happiness is a national priority. At number 9, Norway. Fueled by a $1.4 trillion sovereign wealth fund, Norway invests heavily in its people. Parents enjoy 49 weeks of paid parental leave, and the poverty rate is just 0.5% according to the World Bank. But Norway's reliance on oil, 17% of GDP, clashes with its green ambitions. Only 55% of energy is renewable. In the top 10 countries with the best quality of life in 2025, Norway proves wealth alone isn't enough. But it sure helps. Speaking of green energy, our next entry is a sustainability superstar. Claiming number 8, New Zealand. With 88% of its energy renewable, according to the 2024 IEA data, NZ leads the eco-charge. Workers here enjoy 30 days of paid vacation minimum, and trust in government is a sky-high 76%, according to the Edelman Trust Index. But isolation drives up costs. Milk costs 20% more than in the EU. In the top 10 countries with the best quality of life in 2025, New Zealand balances natural beauty with modern comforts. Next up, a country where diversity meets universal healthcare. At number 7, Canada. Over 90% of Canadians live within 100 miles of the US border, but their quality of life stands apart. Canada's universal healthcare covers 100% of citizens, and it's the 5th happiest country globally, according to the 2024 World Happiness Report. Yet housing affordability is a crisis. Average home prices hit 700,000 Canadian dollars in 2024. In the top 10 countries with the best quality of life in 2025, Canada shines, but not without cracks in the ice. Now to a tiny nation with outsized quality of life. Number 6, the Netherlands. The Dutch work just 29 hours a week on average according to OECD, yet productivity is 20% above EU norms. Bike-friendly cities cut emissions, and 92% of adults speak English, a boon for expats. But overcrowding bites. Population density hit 508 people per square kilometer in 2024, straining housing. In the top 10 countries with the best quality of life in 2025, the Netherlands pedals ahead, but space is tight. Precision, prosperity, and peaks define our next entry. At number 5, Switzerland. With a median wealth of $230,000 per adult according to the Credit Suisse 2024, the Swiss are rich, but not just in cash. Healthcare here is 98% privatized, yet ranks 3rd globally, according to the WHO. But exclusivity comes at a cost. A monthly health premium averages $450. In the top 10 countries with the best quality of life in 2025, Switzerland banks on balance. Next, a nation where tradition meets longevity. Number 4, Japan. The world's oldest population, 29% over 65, lives the longest. Average lifespan is 84.3 years according to 2024 WHO reports. Crime? Virtually non-existent. 0.3 homicides per 100,000 people. But work culture is grueling. 23% of employees work over 50 hours weekly. In the top 10 countries with the best quality of life in 2025, Japan thrives, but at a pace that's hard to sustain. Now to the happiest nation you've never considered. At number 3, Denmark. The Danes invented hygge, and it shows. They're the 2nd happiest people globally, according to the 2024 World Happiness Report. Parents get 52 weeks of paid leave, and 47% of energy is wind-powered. But Denmark's 55% income tax funds this utopia. In the top 10 countries with the best quality of life in 2025, Denmark proves happiness isn't free, but it's worth it. Next, a Scandinavian standout with a twist. Number 2. Sweden. Gender equality here isn't a goal, it's reality. Women hold 47% of parliamentary seats according to IPU 2024 data, and 90% of kids attend subsidized preschools. Swedes also lead in green tech. 60% of cars sold in 2024 were electric, but dark winters take a toll. 13% suffer seasonal depression. In the top 10 countries with the best quality of life in 2025, Sweden balances progress with perseverance. And now, the country that redefines quality of life. And it's not where you think. Topping our top 10 countries with the best quality of life in 2025, Finland. For the 7th straight year, Finland is the world's happiest country according to the 2024 World Happiness Report. Education is free, including university, and 90% of Finns trust their police according to the Eurostat data. Nature is a right. 75% of land is forested. But Finland's secret? Sisu, a cultural grit that turns minus 30 degrees Celsius winters into resilience. Yes, taxes hit 51% and sunlight is scarce. But when 98% say they'd recommend Finland to a friend according to OECD data, who's arguing? In 2025, Finland isn't just a country. It's a masterclass in living well. From Finland's Sisu to New Zealand's eco-pioneering, the top 10 countries with the best quality of life in 2025 prove greatness isn't one size fits all. Whether it's work-life balance, safety, or sustainability, these nations set the standard. Which country surprised you? Let us know below. For more rankings that redefine how you see the world, like, subscribe, and hit the bell. This is Fact Voyage, where data meets discovery.